I keep you too long. Then God says this. Not only are we creators, he says this. I am made in his image. Can we say that one together? I am made in his image. The Greek word image, the Hebrew word for image here is pronounced Salem. It literally talks about a shadowing outline or a representation of the original. Did y'all hear that? So when God says we are made in his image, he's talking about we are a representation of the real thing. In other words, Elohim, the great powerful one, filled man with a representation of himself. What we understand about this representation, it has nothing to do with appearance. God is not 5'7" with a pot belly or 6'3" with an 8-pack. No, God is a spirit. And he works, and those that worship must worship him in spirit and in truth. So when God is saying that we are created in his image, he was talking about our functionality. In other words, we should function like God functions. The psalmist helped us to understand that in Psalm 139, 13 through 18, he says this: you made all the delicate and inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. You watched me as I was being formed in the utter seclusion as I was woven together in the dark of the womb. You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day has passed. He goes on to say, how precious are your thoughts about me. I want to encourage somebody that needs to be encouraged that God has precious thoughts about you. They cannot be numbered. I cannot even count them. They outnumber the grains of sand, and when I wake up, you are still with me. When I am functioning like God has called me to function, when I am functioning based on the fact that I realize that I am made in his image, it encourages me that God sees the wonderfulness in me because he put the wonderful parts there. When I am going through dark times and people are discouraging me, I am reminded in the psalm that God sees the best in me.